What's up, y'all? Welcome back to the channel. As always, I'm your co-host, Donovan Quick, and today we're going to be going over the expectations for Tua Tagovailoa for the season, and then I'm also going to go into the game. And so every single week, I'm going to be doing expectations on the quarterback, expectations on the defense, and maybe some specific players within those guidelines. So I'm going to do those on different days leading up to the game. And then finally on game day, I'm going to give you guys my keys to the game. So without further ado, let's get right into it. So for 2023, I really just want to see Tua stay healthy. Like, that's the main objective. We know what he did when he was on the field and healthy last year. He looked good movement-wise, was able to go around, make his way in the pocket pretty well. His pocket presence was really good last year, despite having a really bad offensive line. So I want him to stay healthy. Now, one of the things that he's been doing is learning how to fall using jiu-jitsu. So Nick Hicks, his trainer, posted on Twitter a video, and it was different falling techniques that they use in jiu-jitsu that Tua has already incorporated into his live game in the preseason. So he showed at least 3 of the techniques, and I thought that was pretty neat. So for him to be able to do that, keep his head off the ground, not get any more concussions, that's thing number 1. Thing number 2, we know, like last year, that wasn't his only injury. He had a back injury. Like, you know, a lot of people are saying, oh, it wasn't his back, it was his head. He had back tightness before that Bills game. Went into that Bills game, then had it lock up. You can call it concussion, you can call it back locking up, whatever you guys want. He did go into that game with a back injury. The year before that, he had a finger injury. The year before that, he had another finger injury, as well as a rib injury in 2021. So there has been contributing factors every single year to him missing games, not just because of concussions. Now, last year, it was, given the back thing didn't keep him out of any games, but if we can avoid having him, miss any games, it'll be just fantastic. Now, what do I expect him to get yardage-wise, touchdown-wise? I think if he can play a full 17-game season, he can throw for over 4,500 yards, probably close to 5,000, get at least 30 touchdowns, and I am hoping for less than 10 interceptions. Hopefully, definitely less than 15. Hopefully under 10 is kind of my goal for him. I do want to see a lot more checkdowns than I did last year, and that's just like, I know from a fan perspective it's not as fun to watch, but to win games you need to be able to win at every single level. So you need to be able to beat them over the top. We got that. Need to beat them 15 yards downfield. We got that. We can beat them underneath. We didn't really do that as much, but we know Tua is capable of it. And checkdowns, we just didn't do it last year. So I would love to see more of that incorporated into the game. Now, we did see a lot of that stuff that we were missing in the offense last year in preseason, and we didn't see a lot of the stuff that we saw last year in preseason. So I'm hoping we get a good mixture of it, and I want to see him take more control of this offense in year 2. This is the first time he's going to be in year 2 of an offense, I believe, since either high school or his sophomore year in Alabama. He hasn't really been in a consistent offense since then, having 3 offensive coordinators and 4 different play callers since he's been in the league. So to have that consistency for 2 years, let him have command of this offense. I want to see him make different reads, make different checks, and call different plays of the line if he sees fit. I don't want it to be like, okay, check to play 2, check to play 3. I want to see him where if he sees something, he is like, okay, Tyreek, I want you to run this route instead of the route that you're supposed to run. I want to see him hot route, guys. Madden term, get used to it. And I really just want to see that command of the offense that I know he can do. Like, obviously, he has his limitations. He's not, going to beat you with his legs. He's not going to beat you with his overly strong arm or his size. He's not going to run you over. But what he can do is just beat you with precision, with accuracy, with being smarter than everybody else on the field, and we know he has that ability to do that. So that's what I want to see from him. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Let me know what you guys think for the season. What you guys think. So for the Chargers game, it's going to be a little bit longer than normal. I'm going to keep it to 5 minutes normally. For the Chargers game, I want to see him just kind of like I said for the season. I want to see him take control of the offense and have that ability to check if he needs to check. Now, last year, they got to us with the pass rush. They jammed our receivers. I want to see adjustments. And not only last year's loss was mostly on the coaching staff than it was on Tua, but Tua did not play up to par. Like he was forcing things that he didn't need to force. And I really want to see, I know it's take what the defense gives you, but if they give you nothing, I want you to make a play. And that's something that we haven't really seen too much of. We have seen it here and there. I want to see him do it a lot more. I want to see him do ad-lib plays where he just makes it up as the play goes on and can extend plays. Now, we saw that last year he tried to extend plays, and that's mostly when he got hurt. The Bills game, tried to extend that play. He did. He got hurt on it. Then, of course, the penalty got called back. The Bengals game, he probably sat back there for 8 seconds before he got sacked. The Packers game, he was literally rolling out to his right and throwing it when he got tackled and hit his head on the turf. So all of his injuries have come on trying to make ad-lib plays. I don't want him to just try to do that. I want to see him actually be able to do that and be able to get out of it healthy. For this Chargers game specifically, I want to see him just tear this defense up. We know Derwin James is just one of the best safeties in the league. We know J.C. Jackson, before he got injured last year, was one of the best corners in the league. We know that defense, with all of its backups last year, jammed up all of our receivers, and I just want to see Tua do better. I want him to come out with just a smoking gun and rip this entire defense to shreds. That's what I got for y'all. So tomorrow I'm going to be dropping what I expect from the defense in this game against the Chargers. So stay tuned for that. Also dropping later today, Jacob's going to be dropping a special something from our live stream. So stay tuned for that. Remember, every Wednesday, 7 p.m., we will be going live. And hopefully every post-game we'll be having a live. Really depends on if we're at the game, how long it takes us to get home, stuff like that. So thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you like, subscribe, comment below all your thoughts, and let me know what you guys think. Deuces.